Hello everybody, I'm now at Central Perk Cafe with my mother. We're gonna be attending this coffee workshop at Central Perk Cafe. So we're gonna learn how to make different blends of coffee today. So this is the booklet they just handed us for the workshop. It's gonna be around 5 hours long. Let's look inside. So the contents. Yep. So they're going to show us how to make different types of coffee today. Arabica, Robusta, and all the different coffee brewing methods, like using a French press. I don't know what all these are. Turkish ibrik, drip brew, pour over, carafe. Anyway, I guess we'll learn all this later. Okay, so we're back on the way back to Central Perk Cafe. We just had lunch and we were quite glad to find out that we were the only 2 students today, because the other 5 students who were supposed to come pulled out last minute. So right now we're going for our practical session. Are you excited, Mark?
Yes.
Alright, let's go.
Tongue. And when you drink water, that's when you can flush out the aftertaste. So this is the espresso. So now I'm gonna just show you guys. Because for latte foam, for cappuccino foam, right, like this, water will be at the base, espresso will be on top. For Americano, right, espresso will be flushed on the base, and then we will top water on top. So this is the difference. And just now I mentioned about crema, right? So for Americano, the crema will be covered with water. So a lot of times people will think that Americano is a little bit bland, it's a little bit lighter as compared to your long black. For long black, espresso is flushed on top, but the heart and body, right, is water, so they will sink into the water. But the crema is oil. This oil layer will actually stay afloat. So when you're drinking a long black, some people will think long black are a little bit stronger because you are drinking the crema, which is that intense shot of espresso. Whereas for Americano, it will be lighter because you are drinking the water and your coffee is inside. Yes. So now I'll just show you guys the main difference. The difference is not quite big, but then on the top, you can actually see this is actually a crema oil on top, and this is just a water base. So when you're drinking a long black, what you're drinking is you're just drinking water. But for long black, what you're drinking is you're drinking the crema. And this crema is the one that helps to flush the aftertaste. So this is just the main difference.
I see.
But there are a lot of reasons why places, right, don't really like to differentiate these 2 drinks. It's also because of how locals like to drink coffee. So for locals, when we drink coffee, first we like to add sugar. If we add sugar and stir your Americano, not a big issue. It will just be from a kopi o kosong to kopi o, right? So there is sugar inside. But for long black, right, it will actually change to an entirely different drink. Because for long black, okay, so let's just say if I add sugar and I stir my Americano, when you put it down, it is still the same, not a big difference. But then if you add sugar and you start stirring your long black, what is gonna happen is your crema is gonna sink, and this will become your Americano. So these 2 will become the same drink. Yes. So that is why a lot of places, right, they don't really want to differentiate between Americano and long black. And a lot of time, even for my directors, or even if you check the brochure that you did, he usually like to name Americano is really the same as long black. But that is only applicable for locals because we really like to stir the coffee to cool it down faster. But for long black, although I say long black is not meant to stir, don't get so fixated that every time you order a long black, you don't stir, don't add sugar. Don't do that, because when it comes to coffee drinking, right, it is still back onto your personal preference. There's 3 different forms. First, it's Arabica, light roasted Arabica, which is this. Next, there is a medium light Arabica, medium roast, sorry, which is something like this. Which is this. And lastly, it also has Robusta components. Hang on, Robusta need to find it a bit. Not this. The Robusta component. So as mentioned, cafes usually like to use Arabica mixing with Robusta. So you can see Arabica beans, right, usually on the surface, this is the flat region. So Arabica beans are usually your flat region beans. Robusta beans are usually those curvature beans. They will actually curve in the center. So yeah, these are the beans. You guys can smell. Yeah. So this one just take a light sip. So just as mentioned, this will be a sour based coffee. So be careful, it's a little bit hot. Just take a drink some. No, this is our first cup, okay? You can just take right is locked, left is unlocked, yes. So just unlock the machine. Then the coffee pot, right, just overturn and knock it away. Inside these coffee powders, right, just use a dry cloth, use over here, and then just clean it away. So don't need to be super duper clean. As long as there is no more powder, no more existing powder is good enough. Slot it inside. Once you hit this button over here, so once you hit this button, right, it will start to grind. So you just need to push it in, it will hit the button, and it will stop automatically, so don't worry. What you need to do is just put this 90 degrees on top, just push it down, like this. Then you can polish it by turning it if you want, but it's not necessary. At the side, right, all this powder, just use your hand and just swipe them away. Be careful, metal part of this is quite hot, so just swipe it fast, like this. Can of water. This is to clear off any existing coffee powder in the group head. Second button is to cool the coffee shots. Third button, right, is a continuous flow of hot water. This is used to clean the interior parts of this group head over here. So for today, we are only using the first one and the second one. So to start off with, press the first button to wash. Next, slot the coffee bean in from 45 degrees, go up and lock it to the right side. Next, for practice purpose, we will be doing single shot each. And push the second button so your coffee will flow. Usually coffee will flow at about 5 to 6 seconds. So about 6 seconds you will start to see your first pour. And in the meantime, you can actually prepare your frothing. So this is a two-way frother wand, steam frother wand. You can push it down to froth, or you can push it up to froth. So usually I'll recommend students push it down all the way, feel the heat. Once it's hot enough, just off it. So next is to position the milk. So to get a good latte, right, usually you have to, it really depends on the power of your espresso machine. But for this espresso machine, it is roughly about halfway mark on the tip over here. For those espresso machine which is a little bit weaker, you have to push it a little bit lower, about here. But then for today, to get a latte, just put halfway mark, your milk halfway mark will do. So which is something like this. A bit hard to see using this. Let me just set it like this. So just put halfway mark of the milk like this. And try to put your frother wand at the side, like this, and when you on it, it will start to swirl in a circular motion. Can you see? It's turning. So this is how you should froth the milk, like this. You can see the halfway mark.
Yep.
So once you see the halfway mark, you can just on the whole steamer wand and use one hand to hold onto the base. Once you find it hot, the moment you find it hot, right, you can just off the machine. So to off the machine, just tap on it. That's all.
Oh.
So this, next just pull it out. Use a cloth to clean away this area, which is the milk. Then purge it again. And this will get you a nice foam. What you need to do next is remove all the bubbles by tapping on it and swirling it. So you can see now it's not very shiny, but then the moment you swirl it, your milk will start to have this shiny surface or shiny layer on top. So you can see now it starts to become shiny, but there is still bubbles. What you need is just tap them away. Tilt the cup on a 45 angle like this. Go high up to pour the milk. Usually turn a few rounds, then hit it very low and just push your foam on top. Take it up and cut it through. Oh my god, my heart shape is a little bit tilted due to my angle, I'm so sorry. So this is a heart shape. Do on 90 degrees and drip the foam on top. So just scoop out this area, just scoop out the foam, then go on 90 degrees to drip the foam. Like this. Next, just take any sharp objects. For this I'm using thermometer. Cut in from the coffee, inside the coffee, and then just connect all the dots together. This will get you a rim of heart shape. Something like this.
Wow.
It'll become a crime case. Okay, now it's getting worse. Let me just put 2 dots. It will just look nice. So this is some of the ways you can actually change your latte art design.
This is a latte.
This is a latte, yes. So for latte is the type of coffee that you can, this 30% foam, right, is good enough for you to change your design. To the halfway mark, something like this. Slant the milk a little bit so you guys can come in and see. So you slant the milk a bit like this, and then you can just on it and use your hand to hold the base. So try not to move a lot. Try to find the right angle, and the moment you find it hot, just off it. So this is the so-called commercial way. It's about the same, but then what you need is you need to control your picture. Make sure you hold it in a steady manner. Don't move it around. That's most important. For both, it's still the same. Both you will actually get latte.
The thing is, when do you know when to stop between a latte and a cappuccino?
Know when to stop, it really depends. So for this, right, you have to froth up to about 30 cm, which is somewhere here. So what you can do is once you add in enough air, you can just stop. This is for latte. So you can see just now it was at this line over here.
Yep.
Now the milk actually frothed up to about this line over here. So, I shouldn't swirl. So this foam, right, it's actually a latte foam. But for cappuccino, right, you need to froth a little bit more. So what you need to do is, you need to put on the surface for a longer period of time. You need to keep moving down your pitcher. So now you can see this foam, right,
I see.
it actually goes up to about here.
Yeah.
This is your cappuccino foam.
Alright.
So to know what foam you want, right, you really need to control, and that is why people usually teach the commercial method. But then for commercial method, higher up a bit. Yeah, this is okay. Once it's hot, okay. To draw wave-like shape, what you need is just keep doing a circular motion. I think got blocked by the got blocked by the can't really see.